Alright, well, time to feed the hungry Steam Deck fans. Hello viewers, me again. Another beautiful day. Yup, hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good or excellent. What? Alright, let's see here. What do we got? Okay, let's see. Deadlock adds proper Steam input support with Steam Deck improvement and a new hero. While we have no idea when Deadlock from Valve will get a proper public launch, since it's still invite only, they do keep expanding the game in some major way. Another big update just rolled out to this third-person MOBA. Another hero entered into the lab, testing grounds with Trapper. And then it says Valve has also expanded hero lab availability in private lobbies, private bot games, and sandbox mode, making leveling up a bit simpler and quicker. There's now a quick buy system in the game. You can right-click items in the shop to add them to a queue, and then need to pop to a shop to have them get automatically purchased. And on top of that, also now has full support for new Steam Deck game recording timeline API, so it will show maker for skills in depth and more. Then it says for a new and improved Steam Deck input support here, what the developer did was add the missing Steam input action key binding screen, add replay control action set, allow Steam Deck to see key binding screen, improve guild swapping behavior when mixing controllers and keyboard input, add controller to tab mouse and controller specific option, add Steam input configure launch button, add the guild locking option, automatic keyboard mouse only, gamepad only, fix crash in spectator mode when querying controller button state, fix controller not working until loading a level. Official Steam input config for Steam Deck and DualSense have been updated. No legacy analog mode have been removed, replaced in favor of no camera. Specific Steam input modes. Some users may need to rebind the joystick gyro. And this is there's a lot more to see in the update notes. So Valve, Deadlock, getting updates. All right, let's see what we got here. What else we got? Nexus mod. What's this Nexus mod? Cross-platform Nexus mod app. Expand Baldur's Gate 3 plus further user interface improvements. Alright. So I can't tell you how excited I am for the future of modding with Nexus building cross-platform open source Nexus mod. Another new build is out with version 0.6.3, still very experimental overall. With each update needs to purge all previous files, so play with at your own risk until they decide it's ready to support upgrade. And let's say that app currently supports Stardew Valley, Cyberpunk, Baldur's Gate 3. More will be added as they work on various features. The previous update added support for games and Heroic Launcher. Baldur's Gate 3. We'll see what they have. We are continuing to add features. Support mod for Baldur's Gate 3 and update. We focus on improving health check diagnostics, prevent the user, and begun the back-end work to provide load ordering. So add a health check diagnostics for updated dependencies, add health check diagnostics for valid pack files, improve missing dependencies diagnostics. Message, additional metadata is being parsed from the pack files, add support for serializing or deserializing mod settings .lsx to support load ordering in a future update. Then it says collection requires a non-mod files that can be directly downloaded are now supported. Add frameworks for a new collection download page which will show which mod are installed are missing from the library. Standardize all buttons component access across the app. Add a new alert options to the app disable notice technical page. And then they have bug fixes. Migrate several background functions for Nexus Mod to clear out the lots of unused code related to a earlier prototype of my mod library page. Then they have bug fixes and known issues. So Nexus Mod is doing some work on the Steam Deck and Linux side of gaming. Alright, now what do we got? Let's see, Comedy Renaissance artwork style adventure Death of Reprogate is out now. And let's see what you got. Pointing and clicking, Renaissance artwork, classic music, highbrow buffoonery. Where to buy it? Steam. And what is this game? This is the third and final installment of the Immortal John Triptych, spiritual successor to Four Last Things and the Procession of Calvary. You don't need to play the previous game, though it's thoroughly funny and weird to play entirely by itself. If you have classic British comedy like Monty Python, you're going to love this. Alright, what else we got? Let's see here. Yeah, KDE getting updates. Fedora KDE gets approval to be upgraded to sit alongside Fedora Workstation. And we'll see, there says Fedora Workstation with GNOME is the main addition of Fedora Linux distribution, but their Fedora KDE desktops just got approval to become a lot more important, as noted on their issue tracker proposal title request to upgrade Fedora KDE desktop Spin Edition status under personal system WG has now been approved from the proposal. Then it says as discussed at Flatpak, the Fedora KDE SIG and the newly formally personal system work group that will oversee SIG are requesting the Fedora Time and Plasma desktop and be upgraded edition status for Fedora Linux 42. Then it says we got listing for Fedora KDE Plasma edition at the same level as Fedora Workstation edition on fedora.project.org. Production of a flagship site page for Fedora KDE, the Fedora Workstation on Fedora project.org, making support in similar workstation events. Okay, then it says Fedora KDE SIG will withdraw its change for Fedora Linux 42 to replace GNOME with KDE Plasma Plasma on the workstation with the acceptance of this request. Fedora, yeah, Fedora always getting updates. Let's see, what's this? Strategy games Zephon from the devs of Warhammer 40,000 Gladius is out now, and you can get it on Steam. And if you're into strategy games, then it's for you. This is Proxy Studio, who made Warhammer 40,000 Gladius, have just released their brand new 4X strategy game Zephon. It comes with native Linux support. It's similar to Gladius in a lot of ways, but set in your own universe that they can continue to expand on. This says control you the survivor of humanity in a near future apocalypse of alien origins. Pick a path between the difference, abomination of the voice, and uncaring automata of Zephon with city management, turn-based tactical combat unholy, reach the diplomatic maneuvering, and branching narrative quests. Gather your allies to pick your action wisely. Alright, let's see what else we got on the Steam Deck front. What's this? Steam gets new tools for game devs to offer players version switching in-game. Getting updates. What's this? Let's see. Valve announced something that I'm sure a lot of game developers and players will appreciate. New API to allow developers to have versions switching directly in their games. Steam has a long way for players to manually opt in beta individually per game. If one is available, this can be used for testing new features access in previous version. However, current system is somewhat obscure and relies on you looking around in various Steam new posts or from the posts for each game to know if there's a new feature beta available, or if they provide an older version of the game you can switch over via the beta system. And then it says Valve announcement make it clear that the idea for this new set of APIs to allow game developers to present this to gamers directly in game. Valve gives some example on why developer may want to use this, like preserving game saves when making major changes to your game, something Paradox Interactive do with their various strategy game like this for Stellaris. Alright. And they say so with the new system, developers could just put this in game directly. As a part of this, a recent Steam client update also shows you on the game page in the library when you have a beta pick. Really seems like a nice addition that I'm surprised hasn't been a thing until now. Hopefully more devs will think about keeping older versions available now, especially with Valve suggesting it's a good idea in some cases. Yeah. Updates. Anything else? Okay, I talked about that already. Let's see. Blood on Thames is a Victorian London murder mystery available for Linux. Okay, so buy it from Steam, but this game might not be for you, so play something else. Let's see. Explore the 1888 London, exploring the history of Victorian society. Converse with vibrant cast of characters, exploring their relationship, desires, and secrets. Find clues, integrate suspects, and turn over every stone to learn the truth behind your husband's death. They do make use of the AI for this one, as they stated. AI has been used for some unique texture and photo adjustment. No assets were created AI exclusively. Alright. And anything else? Let's see. Civilization says 4 and 5. Lots of DLC and other Sid Meier games in this big humble bundle. So basically the entire Civilization collection, 4 and I guess 5, and then you have the Starship Railroads, and then you have Civilization 3 complete, Beyond the Earth collection, and Pirates, and Humble. Yeah, it says there's a lot of good stuff here. Well worth picking up the full bundle for $18 slash $13.86. It's a total steal. All right. Okay, Phoronix, what do you have? Let's see what you got on the Phoronix front here. Oh, Wine has a new update. Update. Says here, Wine 9.21 brings Direct Play network enhancements, I/O completion fixes. Following a week delay, Wine 9.21 has been released as the latest development release of this open source software for enjoying a Windows game and application on Linux and other operating system. We are also closing in on approaching Wine 10.0 release. Wine 9.21 delivers more direct play improvements, I/O fixes, expanded format coverage for Direct 3D9 and more. And then it says more support for network sessions in Direct Play, header fix for C++ compilation, I/O completion fixes, more format support in D3D X9, various bug fixes. And then it say Wine 9.21 delivers 16 bug fixes from the implementing sort exe command to game crashes to other games issues being resolved. And it says download the detail on Wine 9.21 winehq.org. Says here Wine 10.0 is aiming for a mid-January release. For that to happen after the Wine 9.22 release in 2 weeks, well, will then be Wine 10.0 RC1 release in early December rather than Wine 9.23. The release candidate will continue until Wine 10.0 is ready. for release around the middle of January per its usual stable release. That's wine for you. Alright. Anything else on the Steam Deck front? What's this? Anything else? Okay, let's see, what's this? I think I just seen what's this? Fedora KDE desktop spin promote the same tier as GNOME-based Fedora. It says early this year was a Fedora change proposal seeking to make KDE Plasma the default over GNOME. For Fedora 42, a compromise of sort has now been settled, with Fedora desktop spin promoted to an edition status that will put it on the same level as GNOME based on Fedora Workstation. Approval has been granted to upgrade Fedora KDE desktop spin to edition status, so that now both KDE Plasma and GNOME desktop edition are now in the same playing field. It says here Fedora Council Kit outlines the changes as discussed at Flock. The Fedora KDE SIG and the newly forming Fedora Personal System Working Group that will oversee the SIG are requesting that the Fedora KDE Plasma desktop spin to be upgraded edition stated for Fedora Linux 42. This includes the following listing: Fedora KDE Plasma edition at the same level as Fedora Workstation edition on fedoraprojects.org. Production as a flagship site page for Fedora KDE similar to Fedora Workstation and fedoraproject.org. Marketing support in similar vein to Workstation and events. Fedora KDE 6 will withdraw its changes for Fedora Linux 42 to replace GNOME KDE with Plasma on Workstation, with the acceptance of this request. And what they say here, as of yesterday, the ticket has been accepted with unanimous approval. So next year, beginning with Fedora 42, look for Fedora KDE Plasma Desktop edition to be better promoted and features on Fedora's site and similar alongside Fedora Workstation, rather than having to navigate the spin area, etc. And then they say long ago KDE on Fedora used to be a mess and poorly maintained, but in more recent years Fedora KDE SIG and other involved have done a very nice job of enhancing packaging and quality of Plasma desktop, enhancing with the Fedora confines so it's similar quality to flagship GNOME experience. And there's 64 comments, so yeah. But anyway, that's all the news. I think, wait a minute, let me take a look one more time, see if I can find something else. Yeah, gotta keep you guys in the loop. Anyway, that's all the news I got to report on the Steam Deck front Linux. If I find something else, I'll let you know. I'll bring back out more news once I find some more. So anyway, hope that was good enough for you. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars Star Trek thing. I'm gone. Peace.